Calves encounter numerous challenges in their early lives, with approximately one-third failing to survive their first year. This mortality rate is largely driven by a combination of threats, including food scarcity and predation. Their survival is intricately linked to prevailing environmental conditions, underscoring the fragility of life in the wild. The vast grasslands, which span a quarter of the Earth's land surface, serve as critical habitats for the largest terrestrial mammals. However, these ecosystems can swiftly transform into hostile environments due to climate fluctuations, perpetuating a cycle of survival challenges that impact numerous species. During the frigid winter months, wolves emerge as formidable threats, targeting vulnerable bison calves that are already grappling with food shortages and the harsh realities of severe weather. This stark dynamic illustrates the unyielding brutality of nature, where the struggle for survival is both relentless and unforgiving. As winter transitions to spring, marked temperature fluctuations significantly influence the environment, further complicating the lives of wildlife, including the bison. Such dramatic changes can lead to increased vulnerability in these animals, as they must adapt to new conditions that may compromise their health and resilience. In recent years, intense thunderstorms, often categorized as supercells, have become increasingly common, posing additional threats to wildlife. These violent storms have the potential to unleash catastrophic weather events, disrupting established ecosystems and exacerbating the struggles faced by various species. On the other hand, excessive rainfall and subsequent flooding can rejuvenate grasslands, fostering new growth. However, this phenomenon also introduces dangers for young animals, as the tumultuous conditions provide favorable settings for predators, thereby heightening the risks to newborns. North America's grasslands are teeming with a rich diversity of wildlife, exemplified by the annual migration of approximately 3 million caribou. These remarkable migrations can cover up to 3,000 miles, highlighting not only the vastness of their journeys, but also the extraordinary challenges they face along the way. Historically, bison populations once flourished, numbering around 60 million. However, due to pervasive hunting practices, their numbers have plummeted to just over 1,000 today. This drastic decline renders them a rare sight in their native habitats, prompting critical discussions about conservation efforts. Compounding these issues, climate change presents a formidable challenge for bison, with average temperatures rising at a pace quicker than the global mean. This phenomenon intensifies stressors such as biting flies and diminishes the overall health of these magnificent creatures, posing a profound threat to their survival. The arid conditions brought about by an intense dry season lead to significant water depletion in the land, directly affecting the survival of various wildlife species. This scarcity intensifies competition, particularly among hippos, who are forced to vie for increasingly limited resources in a desperate struggle for survival. As human activities continue to diminish water availability, hippos find themselves confined to overcrowded habitats. This situation exacerbates their vulnerability to overheating and stress, especially during the sweltering days of the dry season, highlighting the intersection between human impact and wildlife survival. Further complicating matters, wildfires increasingly threaten habitats as climate change intensifies and drought conditions persist. These devastating fires not only undermine the survival prospects of hippos, but also have broader implications for the entire ecosystem in which they reside. In regions where water holes are scarce, competition among different baboon bands escalates dramatically. These essential resources transform into battlegrounds as different groups clash in a struggle for survival, highlighting the harsh realities of resource scarcity in the wild. To adapt to their harsh environment, baboons have evolved survival strategies that include forming larger social groups to overpower their rivals. This behavioral adaptation underscores the remarkable resilience of these animals in the face of survival challenges. However, the adverse effects of drought can inflict severe famine upon baboon populations, which in turn impacts the health of their young. During these critical times, mothers face the daunting task of providing essential nourishment, further emphasizing the intricate balance between survival and environmental conditions.